てないため絶対サービスキープしろこっちかフォロースルーに祝って絶望へのプレリュードを聞けそしてハードスタートは手わかる
Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Prince of Tennis 2005 Crystal Drive. We are in the R-1 trial singles tournament here using Hiyoshi, trying to see if we can defeat this so we can get the third to last member of Hyote, which is going to be Kawaji. Last time I was talking about my relationship with content creation, I guess. Which is a word that I hate so much, but it's mainly touching back on my previous point where I was talking about how, like, you know, making content helps me mentally, but also damages me mentally. It's the part where it damages me where the name content hurts me, just because, like, I'm constantly thinking I need to, like, provide some sort of actual content or some sort of actual purpose to it, but I've yet to find what it is that I want to actually provide or express with this form of media. But what I was trying to get at, more importantly, is where I am now, where I'm trying to sort of pivot to a point where I can more comfortably just have it as like a side little hobby and then more focus on things that I want to do, like game design and whatnot. And the problem with that has been that I got up to that point pretty well while I was doing the Link's Awakenings playthrough. There was a point where I had a lot of good videos, a good stockpile of videos that I was working towards, you know, getting videos edited and rendered and uploaded, and I would have a lot of them scheduled up, and then I could start focusing on other stuff. Because I basically want to get to the point where I have a chunky buffer of videos online, and then I would basically, since I record Saturdays, Sundays, I would use Saturday and Sundays, a couple of hours on each day to edit and record the videos for the coming week, and then that way I'm basically just I'm constantly replacing the videos of the week that just passed with new content. So I'm constantly keeping that buffer by just adding, you know, videos on the back end, and just keep going in that sort of format, right? That's kind of been my goal for a very long time, because it's put me mentally at ease. I get to see sort of like my work sort of and like admire it, and have the nice sense of stability that way. If I need to take a mental break, a creative break, if life is going on, if I have to do some work, if I just want to hang out, whatever the case may be, I don't have to worry about, you know, YouTube, which is something I tend to do a lot for no real apparent reason other than the fact that I just like having it, right? But I haven't really gotten up to that point in a good while. And I've been trying to pick it back up. I got up to it, like I said, when I was playing Link's Awakening, but the problem with that was it was just like a stream of unfortunate events where, like, I think it was like I kept having to do things. Like, I had really busy days at work, and I was doing a lot of doctor's appointments, and then I had like some events on Twitch where I was streaming, so I wasn't able to record on those Saturdays, and then like my father came to visit, so I couldn't really do anything that weekend. It was just like all those things just happening like consecutive weekends, which were, you know, the weekends that the only time that I used to record and stuff. So it made it really difficult, and I just completely burned out of my stuff immediately, which was kind of disappointing. But I've kind of jumped back on it, and I've been trying to build it back up. The only issue that I've had now is sort of the way things are structured. And it's partly because I've started doing videos with my girlfriend, and it's no fault to like her or like the fact that we're doing videos together and like that. I just have to get used to where to put it scheduling wise. Because before we started doing videos together, I kind of got into the rhythm of uploading Prince of Tennis on Mondays, I think it was Link's Awakening Tuesdays and Thursdays, The World Ends With You on Wednesdays, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory on Fridays, and then we'd have 2 Twitch highlights on the weekends. That's kind of the flow that I was going on for like a couple of months there, and it was working out really well. And in general, that's kind of like the flow that I wanted to go on in the future, right? Where Prince of Tennis would eventually be phased out and replaced with something else. I wasn't really sure what. But once I was done, you know, season 6 or whatever the case may be, I would stop uploading Prince of Tennis. At that point, you know, we have 120 episodes or something like that, I think. But then it was generally going to be that I would have the main playthrough, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where that one I put a lot of time into, similar to how I was with the Link's Awakening playthrough. And I think you've noticed this special that I've suddenly been using. It's like having a wind effect on it all of a sudden. I think it's if I use it, the farther back I do it, it like picks up some wind, which knocks down my opponent. So it's almost like a guaranteed hit in that way. But yeah, like I would sort of just focus on like one series, and it would be like the one I put my main time and effort on, right? Do research, edit it really well, promote it, all that kind of stuff. And you would get 2 of that. It's usually probably going to be something longer, right? And whereas like Wednesdays would be something a little shorter, maybe put in random videos, and like Monday would take up that spot where it'd be just, you know, again, something a little shorter, have like random videos just to spice things out, maybe ones off, stuff like that I can squeeze into there on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then I would just have Fridays for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's still a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff that I want to do for now. And that would kind of just be that. And I still have the Twitch highlights over on Saturdays and Sundays, where it's just I lazily go on Twitch, clip some 8 to 12 sections of my stream and just put it on YouTube. Usually just Vanguard Zero related stuff. That was, you know, that was the original goal, or the original plan. But the 2 problems I had with it is that I've been wanting to do sort of like scripted content, and this is an avenue that I explored before with the how this character would come into Duel Links series, and I really like doing that. I just had a really big trouble with the editing of it, which is something that I was hoping that I could work on the future, but then I never went back and, you know, actually did any more videos for me to work on it with. And then I did a video recently talking about, you know, things I don't like about Vanguard Zero's event mechanics, right? And that was just a simple little scripted video. And I want to kind of do more things like that. Again, I don't really know how I want to express myself creatively on this channel, but I don't think that it's just Let's Plays that I want to do, right? So I want to try and, you know, do a little bit more creative things, right? But then I wouldn't know where to squeeze that in, because I don't want to do, you know, more than 1 video a day. Because then that comes into my other thing where I was saying I'm only trying to do, you know, 5 videos. That's what I can push out on a weekly basis. That's the maximum I can push out, recording and editing consistently, right, without like other things in my life being impacted by the extra strain of doing more editing and whatnot, right? So that means I would have to take away one of the things I just did. And you might argue, well, I did say the Prince of Tennis spot was going to go away soon, so technically I can do it there. But then Curly and Cream came out, and I started playing games with my girlfriend, and I'm having a good time with that. It's been a nice little like bonding thing between us, and there's a lot of things. Since I've started doing this YouTube thing, I've wanted to do a lot of videos with her, because there's a lot of games that we in general enjoy on our own, and there's a lot of games that I've enjoyed on my own that I feel like she would really enjoy. And I've always wanted to try and record that because I think that would be enjoyable. But again, I don't know where to squeeze it in, right? Because like right now, I think what I'm going to try and do is we're going to do Prince of Tennis, and then I'm finishing up Sweet Home on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I'm going to just do Curly and Cream on Wednesdays, and just put a complete hold on whatchamacallit, The World Ends With You, which I was kind of working on Wednesdays once a week, right? So it kind of like changes things up, but I don't know. The fact that I want to do so many things at once is what makes it so difficult. And then like, I don't know, Let's Play is just really difficult. Like having to Let's Play multiple series at once takes up, it's not that it takes up time, it takes up time, oh god damn it. It was literally like almost match point or something like that. Oh my god. Whatever. I'm just gonna finish my rant, and then we're just gonna cut to the end of this where I beat him 6-0. But what the hell was I even saying? So flustered about losing, I completely forgot. But yeah, it's been kind of difficult because of the way that uploading videos work. Is that it doesn't take up time so much for me to like record and edit it. It just takes up a lot of time for me to like upload it and complete a series, right? That's what I mean by time. Like it'll take me like months out of a year just to finish one game and upload it, right? Link's Awakening, that took me like I think 3-4 months, 5 months maybe, something like that, of me uploading it, right? And that's not even that long of a game. So imagine me doing a much longer game, but then at the same time doing all these other kinds of things. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the issue that I've been running into. But let me beat up these clowns really quickly and move right back to the screen, except my characters will be happy instead. Alright, we're back. Let's see, we've gone ahead and beat them. I don't even think it shows it here, actually, how many games we played, but we beat them 6-0. But, yeah, as I was thinking about it a little bit more, I don't know. I really shouldn't worry about content taking a long time to go up, because the problem is that, like, as a creator, you want to, like, you want to start new series because that is new and exciting. You also want to immediately end them because you want to be like, wow, look at all this work that I've done already. So that's kind of you hate the in between because you're always like, oh man, everyone must hate this, or no one's into this, it's gonna take forever to finish, etc., right? But realistically, that should be the best part of it. Not only from like a you're supposed to enjoy it while you do it kind of perspective, but also in terms of content. The more content you can make, and if it takes a long time for it to come out, that's kind of good, you know, technically speaking, in this field, because it's kind of like, all right, well then that just means you have less. You have to, like, you know, come up with more things to fill out your schedule and whatnot. There's more eloquent ways to say what I'm trying to say, but that's the most that I can think of now. But in any case, let's just skip to the credits and just see Kabaji. We're gonna get Kabaji here, who's going to be the third to last member of the Hyote roster. And then next time, I think we're actually going to skip and get out of it. Let me actually take a look. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it from here. I think I have to go into like solo play, official match, mixed match. Apparently I missed the mixed match tournament. I never got the cup for it, which is kind of odd, but whatever. So these are like the default teams that we've got. Once you have all the members of a school, that you unlock their like mixed match team. So this is like the Furuhime team, Sangre Lofo, etc. But we don't have a Hyote team, which is what I'm trying to get towards, so then I can use that in one of the mixed match tournaments. And these are just teams that I've used myself And then this random one here is always a random set of teams. So never mind. I was hoping that Kabaji would allow me to unlock that, but not the case. Take care of yourself.